What is going on, everyone? We are here early on Friday morning in the U.S., and we had a BOMBA this morning. Pedro Neto is coming to Chelsea within a span of, 30 minutes? Chelsea went from our agreeing personal terms to agreeing with Wolves, and Pedro Neto is coming to Chelsea. This is some of those signings that a lot of Chelsea fans were clamoring for all summer, right? All summer they were saying, stop buying kids, stop buying unproven. Well, here is your guy, extremely proven Pedro Neto. Left wing, right wing, can play on both flanks. Creativity is sensational. Goal scoring, we've seen it firsthand, him scoring against us. He is a very creative, very smart, very witty player. And I think when you start to look at the totality of the deal and the totality of the window now, bringing in a Kieran Dewsbury-Hall and a Pedro Neto and potentially somebody like a Victor Osimhen could really, really put this team on a fast track to Champions League football next season. Because now you have skill and talent and you're 2-3 deep in every position. I know being 3 deep isn't necessarily great, but you're 2 deep at every position at least with good quality players. Your left wing is now addressed. You now have Pedro Neto on there. You can run a front lineup, right? Pedro Neto, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer, Christopher Nkunku. Words are not going to basically tell you guys how awesome that is. These guys have a lot of ability, interchangeability along that front line. If you've watched any of my live streams, you've noticed that those front players in that box midfield, those attacking eights, have flexibility to move anywhere on the pitch. Anywhere. And when you start to talk about guys that are so interchangeable now, you're going to have teams have a very, very hard time of keeping their wits about them, understanding where these players are. With all this transfer news going on, I want to give a shout out to our show sponsor, Cy Phillips Talks Chelsea. Simon is an amazing content creator. His entire platform has grown into a huge community with transfer news, match analysis, podcast, videos. I mean, it really is a one-stop shop for everything you want Chelsea. So you can go ahead, find the link in the description today, and get subscribed. Now, we'll talk about a couple of other things that has happened in the transfer window in the last 24, 48 hours. Samu is coming. Here we go. Gallagher is leaving. Here we go. Mike Penders from Genk is coming. And Aaron Anselmino has been announced by Chelsea and going back on loan. So, with all those signings, I'm not going to touch on all of them in great detail. Samu, I'm excited about. I think he could be a very good player. The price is right for me, and so I think it'll just take a little bit of time for him to get settled. Penders, no idea. Never watched a second of him. I don't really look at goalkeepers that often. Hopefully he's good in the long run. It seems very expensive to pay for a guy who has 2 senior starts, but oh well. Gallagher, happy he's gotten a chance to move on. I think Atletico Madrid will be a great club. Was a big servant to this club. Chelsea Academy, definitely much respect, but happy you're moving on. Anselmino, I'm kind of excited about. Still very raw. Kind of in that Penders category. Haven't watched too much of him, but I've watched enough to know that he has some of the basic physical traits. He's done very well at Boca Juniors. And I think that another loan for a year could be a great experience for him. But what's to come in the window yet? We have Neto coming in, who is our one attacking signing. The last one will be Victor Osimhen, I believe. I think Victor Osimhen is going to come to the end of the window, and we'll see. It's going to be the last weeks. If no other deal is sorted for him, I think we get him on loan even with an option to buy. Transfer ban is more than likely coming. I mean, Chelsea are just spending gobs of money, and it's crazy. However, if you can move on and make money from a Broja or a David Fofana or a number of other players that you can make pure profit from, maybe we'd be okay. But this talent hoarding that we're doing right now, it would suggest that we are going to have a transfer ban in the future. So yeah, I'm really excited about Neto, really excited about some of the other signings, a little unsure about a couple of the other ones, but I think the key is to let this window play out and understand exactly what we have and what we've done this window before we make any judgments, right? And then with the team, when we get started, it's going to take some time for them to get more comfortable. Let's just wait a little bit, see how things shake out before we kind of cast this group off as they don't know what they're doing or they're not good enough. So Sunday, 9 a.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. in the UK, we will have a live watch-along, Chelsea versus Inter Milan. Super excited to bring that to you, so we'll get that scheduled. You'll see that on your YouTube channel feeds shortly. You can go ahead and click notify me to let you guys know when I go live. Super exciting stuff coming on the channel, especially with all this new information. So go ahead, drop a like and a comment and a subscribe on the video. That'd be fantastic, and we will talk to you guys next time.